Next, we have a dynamic triangle pose. So placing your block tall side up, you're gonna put your front leg right beside it, other foot out back with the toes pointed out on the angle. Again, hinging at the hips, so hips back, back stays flat, inside hand to the block, reaching with a straight arm as much as you can to open up throughout the chest and the front of the shoulder. Then you're gonna switch. Place that hand on the block and open up the other way. So we're switching between these two for 30 seconds. Taking your time as you go to open, pausing, and then switch. Again, remind yourself, pushing the chest forward, keeping the back flat, belly button drawn in. You should also feel a bit of a stretch in that front leg. Nice work, time's up. So you're just gonna switch your stance, front leg beside, left foot back, hips back, hinge, placing the inside hand on first, and alternating for 30 seconds. Nice work, time's up. Go ahead and stand up and relax. Next, we have a forward fold with a block. So you're gonna place just your toes up on the block, so leaving your heels on the ground. Legs are relatively straight, small bend in the knees if you need to. Pushing the hips back, letting your back round. Folding forward, only going down as far as you can. Let the head feel heavy at the bottom. Feel like a big stretch in the back of your legs throughout the calves and in your back. We're gonna hold for 30 seconds. All right, time's up. So slowly rolling that back all the way back up. And then at the top, stepping off the block and relax. We're moving into a figure 4 stretch with an added twist. Laying on your back, bringing one of your ankles onto the knee, flexing your toes up. You can, as you bring your legs in, you can either grab under on the hamstring, or if you have the range of motion, up on the shin, relaxing your upper body back and drawing the legs in. We're gonna hold here for 30 seconds. You wanna focus on taking the knee that's up and pressing it out away from you, feeling a stretch in that glute. All right, staying in the position, we're gonna let the legs fall off to the side, keeping that upper body relaxed, coming down as far as you can, and again, holding here for 30 seconds. If this is too much, go back to the original position and hold there. Time's up. Coming back to center, switching sides, drawing the legs into the body, relaxing the upper body down. Again, pressing that bent knee away from you, stretching out the glute. Again, letting those legs fall off to the side. Only going down as far as what's comfortable. And holding for the final 30 seconds. Nice. Right back to center and go ahead and sit up. We're moving into a prone quad stretch. Coming onto your belly on the mat, propping yourself up on your forearms so your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Our legs are straight out behind, reaching back with one of the arms, grabbing that ankle, and then re-square, hips to the ground, chest facing forward. We're holding here for 20 seconds. If this is too much of a stretch, feel free to use a strap. Time's up. Go ahead and release. Switch sides. Re-square forward, and again holding for 20 seconds. All right, time's up. Go ahead and release and take a seat back on your mat. We're going into a dynamic crossover. Laying on your back on your mat. Upper body's gonna stay relaxed, arms out to the side where it's comfortable. One leg is gonna be straight while the other one's bent. You're bringing that leg across the body as far as you can. Hold for a second, and then bring it back to center and switch sides. Other leg across, hold for a second, and then switch. So we're going back and forth for 45 seconds. Awesome, time's up. Go ahead and relax and come on back up on your mat. We're moving into a supported bridge. You're gonna lie back on your back, keeping your feet planted, pushing your hips up, then sliding the block right on that kind of base of your low back. You can kind of wiggle it around, find the spot that feels best. You wanna just fully relax, allow your pelvis to be stretched. Relaxing the upper body, we're gonna hold here for 30 seconds. Good, now staying in the position, you're gonna extend one leg straight out, just relaxing it down and holding for 20 seconds. So you should feel stretch in your low back with the block and now your hip flexor of the extended leg. Go ahead and switch sides, extending the other leg out, relaxing the hip down, and holding for 20 seconds. All right, time's up. Both feet planted, pushing up, release the block. Go ahead and have a seat, back on your mat. We're moving into a V-sit. Coming onto your mat, legs are nice and wide, or as wide as you can. Toes are flexed up, sitting up nice and tall. You're slowly hinging forward, sliding those hands down your legs until you reach your ending point. We're holding here for 45 seconds. Again, really try to have slight tension between the shoulder blades, pressing your chest, relaxing your shoulders down away from the ears. To ease off the stretch, simply just come up a little bit higher, not going down as far in your legs. All right, time's up. Slowly sit up nice and tall, then bring your legs in and sit comfortably. We're gonna do a TFL release. So you're coming onto your side, propping yourself up on your forearm, taking the top leg, bending it over top. You're gonna use this leg for support. You can have the bottom leg just at a comfortable bend. If you can feel where your hip bone is, you're gonna place the ball slightly to the outside of it, rotating your weight just a bit onto it, and then rolling in a circular motion. Small movements right in that spot. You can kind of go between both directions for 30 seconds. You may have to move around a bit just to find that super tender spot there. And again, you can push up with a foot or your arm to relieve some of the weight on the ball. All right, time's up. Go ahead and release. Switch sides. So propping on the forearm, other foot over support, soft bend in that bottom leg, right below and slightly to the outside of that hip bone. So 30 seconds. Awesome, go ahead and release and relax back on your mat. Next, we're gonna roll out the calves. So you're gonna take a seat, extending the leg that you're gonna roll out, other one's bent for support. We're gonna start near the top of the calf, arms in behind for support, and we're gonna roll for 15 seconds. Pointing the toes will relieve some of it, and then pressing them or pulling them up towards your shin will increase the intensity. So just kind of adjust as needed. All right, you're gonna shuffle back a bit so that that ball is now right in the center of your calf. Again, rolling in a circular motion, 15 seconds. Good, and then shuffle up one more time, right near the base of that calf for the final 15 on this slide. All right, time's up, other leg, starting right at the top. First 15 seconds. Again, pressing or pulling the toes depending on how intense you want it. And sliding back a bit, right to the center, 15 seconds. And finishing right at the base, final 15 seconds. All right, time's up. Go ahead and relax back on your mat.